Coming up on Underwater Dreams, we're gonna set up a quarantine tank, okay? Let's go. Welcome back to Underwater Dreams. So today's episode I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a saltwater quarantine tank. Okay, the reason we're going to be doing a saltwater aquarium quarantine tank is that we're going to be quarantining all the fish coming into, and before placing it into the display tanks, the best practice is that to have a quarantine tank. Because why we're going to be setting up a quarantine tank, I learned the lesson the hard way. Because you see, as a quarantine tank going to be making sure your fish livestock's going to be not sick or not going to be the transporter of any kind of a disease. Okay, as a saltwater aquarium, as you know, fish is going to be carrying eggs and fluke worms and everything. Okay, so you want to make sure that is all the parasites are being killed or being get rid of before you add to your main display tank. As I was a aquarist, I didn't actually started a quarantine tank because I thought in myself nothing gonna happen. Okay, so until the lesson learned a hard way, most of my fish died, and all the lovely fishes which is being fed and healthy fishes all carried the same parasites, and all of them vanished from the display tank. So only thing is that now I have only blue tank, which is the dory. That's the only fish I have. So here you see I have my basic glass box, which is the 1 foot diameter, and I can be putting up 2 to 3 fishes, small medium sized fishes inside here to quarantine at the same time. Okay, you see I also have my lights. This is an easy and cheap lighting. Okay, this tank costs about 25 ringgits. Okay, 25 ringgits Malaysian dollar, Malaysian ringgit. And here this is the light, which is also cost about 20 to 30 bucks. Okay, and this is about 25 bucks, and this is about 25 bucks as well. And for the filtration, I'm reusing my old Eheim canister. Okay, this is my freshwater canister, which I've been using before. I've been using for my freshwater tank, but now I have a freshwater summer, so I don't use anymore. So this one is a spare pump for me, so I'm using it now. Okay, so I hook it up at the in and outlets and already, and also I'm going to be using this is a cheap Chinese Seachem. Okay, 1 kilo sells for 10 ringgit. Okay, this is just about 1 kilo here. So we're going to be putting up this biologs. I'm going to be going inside the Eheim canister soon. Okay, and also don't forget your sponge. Okay, this is the sponge I have. This sponge I'm going to be putting inside I'm going to be cutting it square, and I'm going to be putting inside so that I'm going to be filtering all the particles. Okay, fish poo, anything. Okay, so and also we need to have a refractometer, so you can hyposalinity do a hyposalinity treatment or whatever you want to do. You can check your salt level. Okay, it's going to be need to be cycled, so it's going to take another 1 month. Okay, so I'm not rushing right now, so I don't need to rush anything about it. So I'm going to be updating you guys what's happened to the quarantine tank in the time soon. Okay, and we need to test for the nitrate as well. When it's low, then we can get ready to add up a fish. Okay, and also guys, please use a marker or any kind of a marker on the side of the tank, so that you can mark your water level, which is the height and length. Okay, which is the height of the water, the maximum. So from there you can add up your ATO, outer top off. Okay, so we're not going to be having a outer top off here. We're going to be manually topping it off with the RODI water. So because you know the salt water and any water in the aquarium going to be evaporating, so we're going to be adding our RODI water manually every day. You're going to be seeing the levels. If the levels are dropping from the marked place, okay, let's say you want to mark here, and if it's dropping, we're going to be adding RODI water. Okay, that's the purpose of the marker. Okay guys, so let's go. This tank I placed it on a white base because I wanted to see if there's any critters are crawling out down there, any kind of a pest I can see from there, of course. Okay, so we're going to be using that. And remember, quarantine tank, we're going to be using our medication as well. Okay, this is the medication I'm going to be using. This is Cupramine from Seachem. Okay, so this is the one we're going to be using, but before that we need to cycle the tank with the the biorock as well. Okay, so you see there's a new biorock, so I don't want to use my displays biorock, so I just bought this because I'm not rushing right now. Okay, so what's the thing is that I'm going to be using the brand new this Seaporex, but I already soaked it with the RODI water here. Okay, so always remember to use the RODI water, don't use the tap water for the saltwater aquarium, because you're going to be carrying any kind of other minerals and trace elements as well. So for this purpose I already soaked it, and then we're going to be adding inside the tank, which is the display tank water, okay, which is already established. Okay, I'm not going to be using a fresh saltwater mix because it doesn't have any beneficial bacteria to nitrifying effects. Okay, so guys, you see I put this quarantine tank inside my storeroom here, which I kept all my aquarium things and everything. So you see I put this here because it's cold here, and also it's hidden away from any bright lights. Okay, these lights here for me to see the fish is sick or whatsoever. Okay, you need to have some kind of strong lighting so you can come and see if your fish is okay, good or not. Okay, quarantine them 4 weeks or plus, it's okay, but not less than 1 month. Okay, not less than 4 weeks. So it's better to be 4 weeks or more than 4 weeks. Okay, then you can see the strong lighting like this. If you put a fish inside, you're gonna see your fish is sick or whatsoever, so you can get to know from there. Okay, so if we're gonna be feeding the fish as usual, you can feed the fish and everything, but that you're gonna be using a cupramine when you treat your fish. When you have the fish, then only we're gonna be putting up a cupramine. Don't worry, I'll be doing a second chapter of this where we're gonna be adding some fish inside, and we're gonna be using cupramine. And before using the cupramine, make sure you have a copper test kit so you can test the level of copper. Highest level of copper can kill your fish as well. Okay, so that's about it, guys. So let's go. We're gonna be filling up this bucket. We're gonna be throwing this water out, and we're gonna be putting this I'm gonna set the filter first. Okay, we're gonna put the filtration first, then we're gonna take the tank water from the main display tank, then we're gonna add up inside the aquarium here. First goes the sponge first. Okay, that's it. And this is the rocks inside this bucket. It goes inside, and now we can actually fill up this canister with tank water, salt water with the existing salt water. Then we can go ahead and put it inside the quarantine tank here. So I'm taking up my some water here. Okay, so because I'm taking this water, existing water, because it's already established with the bacteria. Okay, so I don't have to establish furthermore. Okay. A very curious cat.
How?
Nav. Nav. Noodle. What are you doing here? Huh? secured. Make sure to close the lid properly, and everything is done properly. And now what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be go ahead and switch on the canister pump. Okay, we're going to see it's working or not. Okay, there you go. It's working as normal. So you see that's about it. Okay guys, so and the last thing is that I'm gonna be doing is that I just need to make sure that I am underlining the marker. Okay, I'm gonna be marking up the this position of this water where it stands. Okay, so I know where to top off when I need to see if it's less water. So I just mark there, so now that's the limit of the water. If it goes down below this this line, then I'll be make sure that I'm going to be topping off for some water, RO water. Okay, so make sure you top up this often. Make sure to see these lights. I'm just gonna turn off. Okay, let's see what happens when I turn off. Okay, that's it. Okay, turn off, and it's quite bright here because of this room light. Okay, when I turn off the room light, it's gonna be looking like this. Okay, a little bit dark and not too much sunlight is coming in. So that's about it. So these lights, whenever I need, then only I'm gonna be switching it on. Okay, just like that. Okay, so I can see the fish is okay whatsoever. And for the cover, for the moment, the cover I just use the plastic foam. Okay, plastic foam. So I just cover it up for minimizing the evaporation. Okay, the cycling process is going to take 1 month. Okay, so every single week I'm going to be doing water change. I'm going to be using the water which I changed the water from the main tank. That the balanced water I'm going to be using this. Okay, no new saltwater aquarium, new saltwater mix going to be inside because I just wanted to keep the bacteria alive. Okay, so by then I'm going to be saving as well. Okay, so I don't need to make a new salt water, and I'm going to be using recycling back the tank water. So I'm not going to be throwing it off. I'm just going to pour it inside here. The way to treat the fishes in the quarantine tank, either you can use a Cupramine solution from this is a Seachem product. Okay, I'm using a Seachem product. Cupramine is a copper solution. Where I put a copper solution inside the water, it's gonna make all the egg parasites gonna go haywire, because its copper is poisonous and toxic to the anything which is having shells and all these molting shells like prawns, shrimps, crabs, invertebrates, all kind of invertebrates. Okay, so basically eggs are also invertebrates. Okay, so so we use the Cupramine to eradicate all these parasites. Okay, so that's how you do it, guys. So basically I set this up for my convenience. It's very cheap. Okay, this tank is about 25 ringgits and 25 bucks, and the canister I'm using it back. You guys can go ahead and use a hop filter, hang on back filter. It's very cheap. I think I'm below 50, and these lights are just 25 bucks as well. So altogether you don't spend much. That around 100 bucks. Only the Cupramine solution going to be costing you around 60 bucks to 70 bucks as well. Okay, so that's about 200 bucks here, and you finish it up your quarantine tank. So whenever you have a new fish, you're gonna put it in here first. Okay, we're gonna acclimate here, and we're gonna put it here first because we wanted to make sure its eating is good to go whenever we are ready to put in the display tank. So we make sure this is a healthy fish before going in there, so it doesn't spread any kind of a disease or parasites inside the display tank. That's the purpose of the quarantine tank. So guys, I'll be doing a second chapter of this when I'm buying a new fish and it's now finished cycling by 1 month timeline, and after the nitrates are low. So I'll be doing a second chapter of this when we got a new fish. I'm going to be showing you guys how to add in the fish as well. Okay, so this is the first chapter on a quarantine tank, built very cheap, and you guys can go ahead and do a research as well. I'll do a price list on a description as well, so you guys can get to know. So guys, that's about it. Please leave a like if you guys like this video episode, and also please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and please don't forget to subscribe as well. So till the next episode, see you guys, and please be safe there and happy reefing.